I think I dusted it off, but I didn't actually fire it up. Here we go. Yeah, Night Manor. So spacebar, toggle between look and use, delete is confirm. Cool. Only game to require a warning text. And the first game directed by longtime designer Greg Milk. Shout out Greg Milk. Let's do it. Probably shouldn't have left the party angry. Amy was out of line, but then again, she's been going through so much. Wait, what's that? Ooh. Spooky. Is the, hopefully the audio is okay. It seems like it's coming in fine. There's some real tunes on UFO 50, so sometimes I just like, crank that. Soldier Boy, Alright, let's start a new game. Spacebar. No. Delete. Warning, this game contains scenes of horror and dread. Player discretion advised. Okay, well, here we go. I guess this is the spookiest game we've ever played on this channel, probably. Where am I? You mutter as you wake up in a strange room. The last thing you remember is driving your car. Then you hit something in the road? Disoriented, you try to make sense of your new surroundings. Okay, cool. We've got a map. I keep wanting to use my my mouse, but this is a... I thought about hooking up the controller for this to have the true authentic experience, but keyboard's fine. That's why I'm watching somebody else play it. Okay, cool. So I think I saw... Yeah, so we have look and take, I guess. So we'll have to look. Start looking. Do I select it with this? Yes. The small and dingy storage room has been repurposed as a holding cell. Years of dirt and grime cling to the walls. I don't love the scratches here. You shudder at the realization that you were curled up on this ragged mattress just moments ago. Looks like it's bloody. Am I correct in that assessment? Yeah. Spoon? A simple metal spoon with a flat handle. There appears to be bite marks all over it. Okay, pick it up. You take the spoon. Oh, cool. Okay, so we've got one thing. An empty ceramic bowl. It smells like old dog food. Waiting for Bonnie to run in here. She's like, food? Take the bowl. Okay. Gonna have our cereal with this now. Okay, there's a vent here. An oxidized metal vent. Boarded up window. The only window in the room is boarded up from the other side. Yeah. Is there anything with the dirt? Should I try the dirt? Yeah. Okay, good. This flashing light is driving me nuts. A single bulb casts a yellowish light across the room. It flickers as though it could go out at any moment. Door. This sturdy wooden door seems to be the only way out of this room. What's this? What appears to be a closed trapdoor is in the ceiling, just out of reach. Of course. All right. Despite your best efforts, the boards don't budge. Despite your best efforts, nothing happens. Search through the mattress only to find bugs crawling through its seams. Ew. Okay. Can we do anything with the vent? It looks like the vent cover can come off, but you can't seem to get a good enough grip on it with your bare hands to pry it off. Okay. Seems like a job for the spoon. Use spoon on what? The grate. You use the spoon to pry the vent cover off with ease. Okay, what do we got in here? Inside the vent is a yellowed piece of paper, folded and held together with a hairpin. Hey, Hank Aurora. The old spoon vent combo. Yeah, I mean, in this case, the spoon is our favorite, the adventurer's favorite crowbar. Let's pick this paper up. You take the folded piece of paper and the hairpin holding it together. The hairpin can now pick locks, we know now. Let's take a look at the paper, though. Oh. Lost his mind. Why? Is that it? I love this transition effect. Okay. Interesting. Simple bobby pin. And these don't have anything else quite yet. Okay, anything else in here? There's nothing left. There's nothing left to take, and the vent is too small for you to enter. Okay. I'm assuming this is a locked door. You tried turning the knob, but as you feared, the door is locked. Okay, I think we know what to do. Pick the lock. Oh, actually, one thing. Let me see if I can grab this. The lamp is out of reach, and there's no sign of any way to turn it on or off. I was curious if we could do something with that. This is out of reach, I think. Even if you could reach this trapdoor, you'd probably have no way of opening it. Okay. Hairpin on door. You stick the hairpin into the lock and wiggle it around. The hairpin becomes stuck, but you hear the lock click open. Oh, we have a moving body now. Okay, to the north. Oh, look at this. A hallway stretches out before you, with a staircase at the end. Pale moonlight shines in from a door to your left. Oh, creepy music. Okay, so you can see the map has been updated here. We came in from the bottom. So we actually have 5 different exits, 3 doors on the right, 2 on the left. Let's switch to looking. Let's see what we have here. So give me a layout of the room here. A hallway stretches out. Oh yeah, we just read that. So the door here. Through this door, you can see a living room. Okay. A decorative stand with a false drawer. On top is a framed photograph of 2 children. That's creepy. A framed portrait of a woman in a flowing gown. This doorway is completely jammed with bags of garbage and broken furniture. The smell is terrible. Oh, this looks creepy going upstairs. Are we in the basement, perhaps? I guess not, because we had a window. A staircase leading up into darkness. An unassuming wooden door. It's closed. Same thing with that one. The wood of this door appears to be infested with some kind of fungus. There are mushrooms growing out of it. What the heck? So this is a fake drawer, right? No way to open the stand. What looks like a drawer is just a decorative knob. Okay, we can't take the... Behind the picture is nothing but cobwebs. This is part of the stand. Yeah. Can we take a mushroom? The knob turns, but the door won't budge. There's something blocking it from the other side. Okay, I was trying to grab a mushroom, but yeah, here. It's fair enough. Yeah, the art looks amazing in this. It's so good. An ordinary ceiling lamp that is turned off. You don't see any way of turning it on. Okay, I guess we go door number 1. I'm sure that there are many ways to fail. I don't think we can get through this initially, unless we can pull some garbage out of here. Ugh, these garbage bags are mostly filled with spoiled food, wrappers, and old clothes. It doesn't seem to be anything useful. Okay, that was my other thoughts, like maybe there's something hiding in there. Okay, I guess we'll try heading to the left. We'll try door number 1. Assuming that there's moonlight coming in from the window, maybe that's an exit, right? We can look at it that way. Mothman vibes. I had the same thought, especially in that opening scene, right, where we're driving. That's like straight out of that playbook. That game's really good too if people haven't played that one. All right. The spacious living room might have been a cozy place to relax if you've come to this house on better terms. Oh, thunder. So cool. Okay. Large television encased in a sturdy wooden cabinet sits here. Old frame photographs hang on the wall. A thick layer of vines push up against the other side of this sliding glass door. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, casting dim, somber light through the room. More mushrooms? Inside the fireplace is a football-shaped object wrapped in cloth and tied tightly together with cord. I don't love that. This looks like an item, though. A box of wooden strike anywhere matches. Well, I'll be having that. For sure. We love a good box of matches, don't we? Okay, we're looking at this picture. A portrait of a couple and their children. They seem happy. Oh. This guy has a powerful mustache here. Burn the house down, yeah, for sure. I think that's the way to go. The portrait of a couple and their children, they seem happy. Is there anything else to note in here? Can we comment on any of these people? Doesn't seem like it. You look over your shoulder to see the living room behind you. Why is that a thing? You flip the picture frame over and see the Pills family, 1986, written on the back. A little bit unsettling that we could just look behind us. The doll doesn't seem happy. I agree. I clicked on the doll to be like, is this a thing we should be concerned about? Killer doll. Tell me if you've heard it before. Can we try the windows? Try as you might to open them, the windows will not budge an inch. Yep, same with the other one here. Okay, couch. I see the paper on the table. I'm just gonna do that last, I think. This old worn couch is threadbare at its corners. You move the couch cushions away to reveal a few coins among the balls of lint, where cushions once were. We got that cash. Good. A large painting of a beautiful landscape. Behind the picture is nothing but cobwebs. Wait, what's that? You take the journal entry 1. Okay. May 25th, 1987, so after the picture was taken. My therapist suggested that I keep a journal to write down anything that causes me stress, whether it's a minor annoyance or a major one. She said it would be an excellent tool to identify and manage daily stressors. She also sent me home with a tea that is said to promote relaxation. What do I have to lose? So here's my first journal entry. Okay. Everything seems fine so far, right? So he goes back to the hallway. Through this door, you can see a foyer. Can we use the TV? Turning on the TV briefly illuminates the room with a hissing, static screen before the TV flashes with a pop. It goes back off. Okay. I guess we have to take this brain-looking thing back here. Whatever that thing in the fireplace is, it's too big and heavy to be carried around. Should we light it on fire? Like, light the fireplace? You try to light the object in the fireplace, but flame just goes out. Maybe if there was a way to make it more flammable. So if I use it with the hand, I was like, maybe we can wrap it in paper, like a little kindling action going on here. Okay. We're gonna need something to light that on fire, perhaps. Don't love the idea of this. Have we tried the door over here? I'm sure this will not work, but the vines have jammed it shut. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, let's continue. Go through this door. This is, I guess, behind the garbage, right? Holy cow. The ceiling of this expansive foyer reaches all the way up to the second floor of the house, with twin staircases leading there. Part of me wants to continue to explore the other rooms down in the bottom. But we'll do this room while we're here, because this leads up to what appears to be quite a bit. An antique grandfather clock stands frozen in time. A small hole in the face of the clock. A bench and an end table with a small plant decorate this little nook. And there's the other side of the bags. Yep. It smells terrible. Through this door, you can see a dining room. Okay. The second floor of the upper landing is incredibly dark. It's impossible to see anything on the second floor. What's back here? Front door, I presume. Behind you is the front door of the house. Okay, well, maybe that'll be easy for us to do. The second floor of the upper landing is incredibly dark. Oh, we just read that. Chandelier. What happened over here? Okay, can we do anything with the clock? You run your hands down the grandfather clock, but aside from a small hole in the front, you find nothing. Can we do something with that hole? Nothing useful in there. There seems to be something blocking the front door from the other side. Can't say I'm surprised. Okay. So yeah, it looks like there's 3 exits up top and then the one to the left. I guess we'll keep going on our journey here. But on this, just the note of Mothman 1966, really cool game. I actually really love the art in that. It's extremely cool. I forget the name of the studio, but there's a whole bunch of games similar to that. One of which I was actually considering doing a first play soon on. Anyways, I've played Mothman 1966, and it is a recommend for me. If anybody, I mean, I'm just some guy on the internet, but I did enjoy the game. A crazy story. Crazy stories are good. A fine wooden table surrounded by 6 chairs is at the center of this lavish dining room. LCB or something studio? I can't remember. Oh, got another journal entry. Read that in a minute. More windows. A decorative plant sits atop a small table. Upon closer examination, it's artificial. Some artwork. What appears to be modern art is faintly visible through the darkness. This candelabra features 3 stems, each holding a dusty white candle that has never been lit. An intricate ornamental egg sits among the fine dinnerware and the thick glass of this fancy wooden china cabinet. What is this? Through the door, you can see a kitchen. Okay. Let's have a look here. You take the journal entry. Number 4. Okay, so we have 1, and now we've got 4. Go on. Apparently we have a backpack. Pretty nice. Okay, number 4. July 18th. Where is that in reference to this one? Okay, a couple months later. Hey, Dark Shocks. Welcome in. Nice to see you. All right, today I was in the sunroom enjoying a cup of that tea. It has a unique musky aroma that's really starting to grow on me. Sadly, my peace ended when I noticed that the kids had gotten handprints all over the glass. I can only afford to have the housekeeper here once a week now, so I guess I'm the one who's stuck cleaning it up. Okay, annoying children. Their grubby little hands. Watch this tea be like mushroom tea, and that's where all the mushrooms are coming from. Can we do anything with the cabinet? The china cabinet is tightly sealed, and you don't even see a way of opening it. Don't have a use for the candelabra. Okay, I can't even get the candles out, so... Dead leaves fall to the ground the moment you touch the plant, and your search through this plant reveals nothing. Decorative houseplant that died some time ago. The leaves that remain clung are dry and brittle. Nothing but cobwebs, nothing but cobwebs, nothing but cobwebs. And you guessed it, nothing but cobwebs. A very nice hanging lamp with several bulbs. It's a shame that it seems to have burnt out long ago. Lamp is out of reach and there's no sign of any way to turn it on or off. Okay. Oh, wait, what? An intricate ornamental egg sits among the fine dinnerware behind the thick glass of this fancy wooden china cabinet. Did I see that before? I must have. I want it. You can't, like, throw the bowl through it or something, right? Admirer of light fittings. Yeah, they seem to have a lot of information around that, don't they? Alright, let's continue on, shall we? To the kitchen. Oh no. As you step into the kitchen, the first thing you notice is the foul smell, and then you realize there's someone else here with you. I don't love this. A large figure is hunched over and standing in the corner of the kitchen. You say hello, but receive no response. Ellipses. Okay. I'm going to take a second here. And you took the words right out of my mouth, Goat Brush. This is Blair Witch vibes and not good ones. Oh dear. The edge of this kitchen knife still looks pretty sharp despite its scratches and stains. There are rather ordinary wooden cabinets fixed to the wall there. Use the matches, burn the house down. I think you're onto it. There are rather ordinary wooden cabinets fixed to the wall here. A closed metal door. Some fine decorative plates hang on the wall. Framing a small window over the kitchen sink is a finely crafted set of cabinets. A foul, rotten stench assails your nostrils in this dingy kitchen. Black grime seems to cling to every part of this room. Kitchen sink is built into the countertop with a cabinet area below. Through the windows of this closed metal door, you can see a swimming pool outside. There are rather ordinary wooden cabinets fixed to the wall here. The range is completely filthy, covered in a thick layer of black grime. It's impossible to see through the glass oven door. There's a large white refrigerator here. And we've got a journal entry. I'm a little bit afraid that if I do anything that's not pick up the knife, we might be in trouble. There's also a little bin over here. Shout out to the kitchen waste bin. The metallic finish. Hey there, Santa. Welcome in. Maybe this one will also let you burn yourself with the matches. Yeah, maybe we'll just go full KGB and just use the matches on ourselves. Take me out of this. I'm going to pick up the knife. Your hand trembles as you slowly reach for the movie. Oh my god! He turns around suddenly, raising a very large cleaver in his hand. You begin to tremble in fear. Do I have to scroll my inventory? I jumped. That was a huge jump scare. Spoon. Yeah. Now is not the time for that. Matches. You really think a match is gonna stop them? Okay. Run. Oh my goodness. Look at... The masked figure suddenly appears in front of you. You begin quaking with fear in his terrifying presence. Oh, I don't like this at all. This is not good. Your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind curtains and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Oh, jeez. This is a minigame? Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, no! No! Somehow you must have given yourself away. Shriek! As intense pain consumes you, you wonder what you did to deserve such a horrible end. You fall to the ground in a pool of blood. And then wake up in a cold sweat. You run your hands over your body, feeling nothing. Is it just a nightmare? Oh my goodness. Okay. We're back here again. We have all of our stuff. I'm not clear on if this is like a, I don't know, are we starting from scratch or is this more? This is crazy. Okay. Excuse me. While I kind of collect myself there. That was a legit jump scare in the kitchen. I was like happy-go-lucky. Kind of like, oh, I guess we'll get the knife, but the knife was a trap, I guess. All right, let's continue. Yeah. So we tried this door before, right? Something blocking it from the other side. I guess we'll try this door. Oh, nothing. Oh, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? This simple tile floor bathroom is fairly clean despite its cloying smell of mildew hanging in the air. Now we get Shining vibes. I don't like any of this. Let's take a look, shall we? A slimy black sludge clings to the inside of this otherwise ordinary toilet. More mushrooms. Did someone poop in that sink? Well, let's take a look. The sink is nearly overflowing with putrid brown water. It sounds like the answer might be yes. Maybe he just wanted a hug. A big, bloody, painful hug. I think you might be right. Just looking for a friend. The mirror on the front of this medicine cabinet betrays your tired reflection. An opaque shower curtain obscures the bath. It looks like something leaked over from the side of the tub on the nearby floor. Okay. Hang on. The toilet flushes loudly. No! The masked figure suddenly appears right in front of you. You begin quaking with fear in his terrifying presence. Sir. Handshake? Can I take your... You want some money? Just want some money. It's like a bowl. Wait, what? What did he say? He seems uninterested in the bowl. Would you like your notes? Now's not a good time to read that. Oh, we've perished. As intense pain consume you. Yeah. The death sequence again. And then wake up in a cold sweat. You run your hands over your body, feeling nothing. Was it just a nightmare? Okay. Holy cow. People. Holy cow. I was not expecting this a bit of an emotional trip here. Holy smokes. Let's light our mattress on fire. Burn our way through the window. Try to pry the boards off with the spoon, but realize that's probably not a good idea when the spoon starts to bend. Yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, I wonder what the story is with that room. I'm going to go back in here and go ahead. You pull the shower curtain away to reveal a shocking sight. The mummified corpse in the tub is encrusted with mold and fungi. Got a ring? It's an ornate insignia ring on the mummy's finger. Try as you might, you have no success in removing the ring that's seemingly fused to the corpse's finger. Something on its hand, yeah. You gag at the thought of touching the corpse. Spoon. Spoon that thing off. You use the spoon on it, but nothing happens. I mean, we're gonna get jumped by this guy, aren't we? You really don't want to put your hand in the foul water. Fair enough. Okay, next room. The bedroom appears to have common amenities, but nothing specific, indicating that it's possibly a guest room. Let's just read the note. Number 2. Okay, May 27th. So, here we go. Things have been tense with Cheryl since losing my job with the firm. I had to calmly explain to her that our financial situation is not in jeopardy, and that she can continue to work on her fashion design projects without having to worry about anything. I'm still pretty irritated, so I think I'm going to try a cup of that relaxation tea now. Okay. Yeah, relax away, my friend. Tall wooden closet stands against the wall. A decorative houseplant that died some times ago. Yep, sure. Landscaped paintings. Yeah. Ordinary queen-size bed with sheets laid neatly on top. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, casting dim, somber light throughout the room. A rustic wooden nightstand with 2 small drawers sits on one side of the bed. The drawers are closed. A simple wastebasket that's full of crumpled up tissues, soiled with who knows what. There are several drawers in the vanity set. You get uneasy looking at your reflection, which seems to distort your features in the low light of the room. See this? A small ornate jewelry box sits here. It's closed, and there's a silver oval-shaped lock on the front. You try to open the jewelry box, but it seems to be locked. Okay. I guess our next move here is to try to open the drawers. Buried among the towels and clothing in the drawers, you find some batteries that might come in handy. Okay, batteries will come in handy. Open the drawer and notice various reading materials. Among them is a page that looks like it was torn out of a journal. Another journal entry? Number 5. Okay. August 2nd. I've spent the past few days sick in bed with some kind of flu. Headache, nausea, etc. Today, I was finally able to hold down some solid food. Funnily enough, my symptoms seemed to disappear the moment I had some of that tea that my therapist gave me. She didn't mention anything about being a flu cure, but I'd like to believe that it helped. Okay, happy to hear that. Creepy thing here. What do we have? You open the standing closet. A single hook is hanging from the otherwise empty rack. That's not just a little like hook. That is that's a big boy hook. Don't love that. A simple yet sturdy metal hook of about 4 inches long. You hope that the reddish brown stains in the tip are only rust. This is a pair of D batteries, though impossible to tell if they're holding a charger. Okay. How much money do we have? An assortment of coins that were found in the couch, including pennies, nickels, and dimes. There's nothing else to take. Scratches and strange dark stains are spattered throughout the inside of the closet. Despite how tired you feel, now is not the time for a rest. Dead leaves fall, sure. Windows, as expected, not very good. I guess we go. A locked gate at the top of the stairs is blocking the way. You're having trouble working the latch from the side. Okay, I'm gonna just open one of these, assuming that this is kind of pausing the game here. And take stock of what we have right now. Because at this point, I think we've run into, you know, we've explored the bottom area. We do need to get, could we maybe use the hook, you think? To get the ring off of the hand? That's a thought. But otherwise, we have to go into the kitchen. And we know what's waiting for us in the kitchen. Nothing good. Nothing good. I guess we'll go ahead and try going in here, and we'll punch in to this lovely fellow here. The hook on this, can we use that? Use the hook on it, but nothing happens. Okay. Okay, so that's no good. Tea is tea is heroin. It's the juice. Okay. What's our, so we have hook, battery. Hook, battery. So those are the two new things that we have. I mean, I guess we'll just, nothing happens. Nothing standing out to me of like, oh, this would be really helpful. With batteries either. You use the hook on the grandfather clock, but nothing happens. Can we go upstairs? Or is this... Yeah, this looks like it's... not gonna happen. Okay. Concerning stuff. The hook here, maybe? No. Nice, you got... The second one, like, well, they both got me. But the second one, I was not ready for... Okay. I don't like the fact that we can't see this guy right now. That makes me upset here. Okay, so let's think about how we want to do this. Because we're, I guess, gaining items, and even if we get caught, we retain them, perhaps the way to do this is to just go through the cabinets now and see what we can do. I think that's our best bet. Let's try. We obviously, like, want to get the knife. The refrigerator is filled with cans of dog food and rotting meat. You close the door before the smell can reach your nose. The freezer's contents are sealed in a block of solid ice. The house is already quite cold, so you shut the door. Journal entry 7. August 15th. Today I was outside enjoying my tea when one of the landscapers bumped into my cup and spilled it on the ground. To my surprise, Baxter ran over and started licking up the puddle immediately. Instead of being mad, I just laughed. Who knew dogs liked tea? Continue. You open the oven door and see what looks like charred remains of a turkey. At least you hope that's what it is. The range is completely filthy. Sure. Looking through the looking through the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, including plates, cups, and glasses. Nothing in particular looks useful. Excuse me. Hilarious. Yeah. I always think about dogs and tea. Aside from some crusty silverware, there's an empty jar of Muldock tea that smells pungent. You decide to leave it there. You open the dishwasher and find it completely empty. You open the kitchen sink cabinet to find various cleaning supplies, including a large bottle of drain cleaner. You take it. Okay, looking through the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, including plates, cups, and glasses. Nothing in particular looks useful. Looking through cabinets, yep, nothing there. Okay, I want to look at this. This plastic bottle is half full with maximum strength drain cleaner, capable of dissolving the toughest clogs, according to the label. Well, we do know where one clog is, and I do wonder if maybe that could dissolve, like, you know, maybe the ring off the finger. Never know. Okay, cabinet, bin. As soon as you open the lid, you regret it. The rotten stench inside is enough to make your eyes water. The tea I'm always making before getting on camera is for Bonnie. Surprise! Find a pair of clogs. Cabinets here. Looking through the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, nothing useful. Okay, so now there's like a couple things left, right? We have metal door on the left. We have back door on the right. We also have knife. I have a feeling that knife will bring the guy in, only because it worked. It was like 1-for-1 on that. But because the guy's not there, maybe knife won't come out. It's fine. Let's try it. Take the knife. The edge of this kitchen knife still looks very sharp despite all the scratches and stains. Night, Electric Dragon. Good hanging out. Okay. Let's go left. Let's go scary door here. The air in this dusty garage is a bouquet of mildew and motor oil. A single light bulb casts the room in a yellow glow. Okay, I'm seeing a flashlight. Seems to synergize with the batteries. I don't know what the thing on the right is. Got what appears to be some sort of tool chest. Another, perhaps journal entry. Okay, we've got a lot to sort out here. Let's begin. Okay. This roll of duct tape hasn't lost its adhesive power. Duct tape will always take that. Oh my. Masked figure suddenly appears in front of you. You begin quaking with fear in his terrifying presence. Okay, can we use the knife? Oh. You strike him with the knife. Your attack causes him to stumble, but only briefly. Drain cleaner. Hook. He was ready for your attack. He swats your weapon away easily with a cleaver. Okay. I probably needed to run. I think that's probably the path. If we have the knife, that's good, because that buys us the time maybe to leave. All right, we have the knife and the drain cleaner and the duct tape now. Okay. We know what's behind that door then. So that's big. All right, let's see what happens. We'll try this first. Drain cleaner on the guy. Nothing. That's fine. Love how cars look in old video games. Yeah. I guess that's a good observation. They do they're kind of like, yeah, very period, right? You empty the contents of the drain cleaner into the sink. Moments later, the foul water is sucked down the drain. What's in here? With the sink now empty, you notice something shiny caught in the drain. You try to take the shiny object out of the drain, but your fingers are just too big to fit in its small opening. Look. Oh, the knife. Good call, yeah. There isn't any reason to do that. All right, knife on... Yeah, the edge of the knife keeps slipping off the hand of the mummy. It's hard to find a good angle. We're missing something there. It's just too big fit in the small opening. Did I miss it? Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not. We don't have anything else in here, right? Like, the spoon is too big, for sure, but I'll try it. I'll just test the knife on the clock. So there's the hole in there that's still kind of unexplained. Boy, okay. Let's go get the rest of these items, I suppose. When you try to turn on the flashlight, nothing happens. You aren't sure if it needs new batteries or the bulb is burned out. Well, let's hope it's the former. Take the flashlight. What is this? A can of penetrating oil. Still mostly full. Okay. A large metal box that is turned brown from oxidation. Good gravy. It's rusty. It's covered in rust and dust. There you go. It's completely rusted shut. Does that mean that we can maybe WD-40 this thing? Oil dissolves the rust and the box springs open. Inside the box is a red gas can. A crowbar. You take both. 2 crowbars? A little one and a big one? I'll take it. A curved steel bar that's flattened at each end for prying. A red plastic container used to hold gasoline. There's still a small amount left. Okay, can we get in the car? You give the car door handle a yank, but unfortunately, it's locked. Okay, I'm just holding on this for a moment while I think. We need to check the note in the back. We should probably have a look at this mechanism that, runs the garage door. I see a keypad on the left, and then obviously the motor above the car. The light is obviously hard to miss. And then I think, are these boxes in the back here? Despite your best efforts, what is this? Nah, okay. Let's get this. Journal entry 8. Oh, gotta scroll. Don't kill me while we scroll. Baxter has been vomiting to the point of dry heaving all day. He won't eat or drink anything. Kids are very upset. And Cheryl won't stop blaming me because she thinks it was my tea that made him sick. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, our personal vet is out of town and all the others are closed, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. Oh boy. Poor Baxter. There's a button on the wall that you assume is for activating the garage door. This is the mechanism that opens and closes the garage door. On closer inspection, the motor seems to be broken. Okay, so if I do this, you press the button, but nothing happens, yeah. Okay. Next door. Right? Let's just keep it schmoving here. Whoa! In his background, the smell of chlorine hangs faintly in the cool, wet air as the sound of crickets drone throughout the night. This is a cool background. I like this a lot. I don't know what's in the pool there. Don't love that. Let's have a look. There is a greenish hump floating in the center of the pool, just out of arm's reach. The placid surface of the pool's black water reflects the cloudy, moonlit sky like a mirror. So we can't grab this. Too far away to reach. So he goes back into the kitchen. I mean... Okay, so we can continue to move around the yard. 4 stone lion statues, modeled with moss and lichen, stand like sentinels in the front of a dark, foreboding gate of oxidized copper. Oh boy. A lion statue with a mouth agape, as if wanting to be fed. On the base is inscribed, "Oh, spring green fields, the children play." Is that on? I guess, on screen, on spring green fields the children play. The red-hot sun will warm the day. When yellow leaves begin to fall, the white wind comes to take them all. Okay. Let me make a little note on this one. Color puzzle. We'll see. See how that one works out. As long as I don't have to figure out which color is which, this should be fine. So this is green, then red, then yellow, then white, I believe. Move those to the side. Right. I keep grabbing my mouse as if I need to use it, but this is not a mouse game. Okay, let's look at the gate. A tall black metal gate looms over you, preventing you from entering the area beyond. A full moon breaks through the clouds to shine its cold silver light on the still night. Interesting. Is there anywhere else we can go? Or is it just these two rooms? It looks like it's just these two rooms. Okay. Can we... The gate is firmly closed. There's nothing to indicate a handle, lock, or a keyhole. Too far away to reach. It's a very cold night and you'd rather not jump into the water right now. Tracing your fingers along the lion statue, you notice that its mouth is unusually hollow, as if to hold something. Make sure there's nothing in any of the mouths. So this is the yellow one, right? Like, this is yellow, right? Okay, I can't take these bits out here. Coins? Some coins? Nothing happens. Oh, interesting. Okay, the coins are not helping, but they were able to be interacted with, which is cool. Oh, hang on. Batteries. And the flashlight. Try turning it on. To your delight, the flashlight shines brightly. Okay, back into the house. Despite what I'd like to be doing, which is not going in the house. But this should allow us to go upstairs, I guess, right? I don't think there's anything to be able to go in the hall. Your flashlight chases away the darkness, revealing a central archway and two wooden doors on the second floor. We have a crowbar as well. The masked figure suddenly appears in front of you, and quaking with fear. Crowbar. You strike him with the crowbar. Your attack causes him to stumble, but only briefly. I guess we go for a hide in here. Alright, come on. Be really nice to keep going. I'd appreciate it. If the game would allow me to. Oh, that was close. Okay, that's a miss. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh. We must have been close to the end there. It was getting tough. Oh, that is a tough one. Alright. Back to the beginning again. Question. Crowbar. Crowbar's good, right? These boards are fashioned from the outside, so you can't find a good angle to remove them. Okay. It's really good at, like, kind of getting you into the feeling as if you're, like, gonna make it. But it obviously gets harder and harder. So what's up here again? Locked gate at the top of the stairs is blocking the way. You're having trouble working the latch from this side. Can we use that over here? No. Okay. That's fine. So the only thing that really happened here was we were trying to goof around with the stuff in this room. Well, I guess we'll just keep exploring. There's a closed wooden door on the second floor landing. It's an archway on the second floor landing, quite dark on the other side. So that must be the other side of, you know, where that gate is, perhaps? Similar to Clock Tower, okay. Guy who built the Resident Evil mansion clearly got another gig here. It's a living, you know? What's this one? It appears the railing in front of this door has been broken forcibly. The door itself has seen better days. The ceiling of the... Okay, so this is just the normal text. We do have a Bonnie treat redemption. Can we do this without perishing? Bon, you want a treat? Here we go. Come on in for a treat. Very intense treat music with the dog. Thank you, Soul Driver, for the treat. Can you take a seat? Did we give the one to Hit Marty? I don't even know if we did. We'll do two here. Here you go, Bon. There's one from Soul Driver. And in case I missed the one earlier from Hit Marty, I kind of got into this game. And, no, we just haven't looked back. There you go. Braving the horrors, that's right. Bonnie's like, I have no interest in tea. Thank you very much. She's like, I don't like baths, so I'd never go and do that. Not much of a swimmer, so I would stay away from the pool. And yeah. It's like easy. There we go. Some extra good luck pets here. Ooh, what do you got in your head here? You have a thorn in your head. We've got some rose bushes out in the back, and I think she may have gotten it. There we go. Thank you, Bon. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You okay? I'll give you one more treat. Probably didn't need to do that on stream. But yeah, she likes to, like, kind of bumble around outside, as you should do if you're a dog. But I think she had a thorn in her ear there, but it's out now. All good. There you go, Bon. That works out for you too, Soul Driver, if you missed it. Extra treats for being a good girl. Alright. Am I petting the dog profusely because this game has got me all worked up? Perhaps. Sometimes it's good just to pet a dog when you're stressed out. There we go. Alright. I guess we'll just continue the exploration, right? We'll work left to right and see how it goes. I'm also a little bit curious. Maybe we'll go down the middle. I only say that because there's the gate, and maybe we can open the gate so we can get quick access to this area should we perish again. The layout of this hallway is similar to the one on the first floor, except for the total darkness. You better watch your step. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. There's a closed gate, but it's only locked with a simple sliding latch that's on this side. Okay, yeah, open it. So if we go down, we should end up here. Okay, cool. That's good. Oh, hang on. I have another thought. I have too many thoughts. Many thoughts happening right now. Can we use this crowbar on this door to open it up? There isn't enough space between the door and its frame for you to pry it open. Something must be blocking it from the other side. Okay, so we can't really get into that one. That's fair. Okay, so we at least can go up here now. Something seems to be blocking the front door from the other side. Okay. Many wooden boards covering the window are very secure. Okay. The boards are remarkably secure, and it doesn't seem worth the effort to remove them. Are you sure? 'Cause I disagree. Okay, so that's the way in to this area. Alright, let's try this door then. The posters and small identical beds indicate that this is a bedroom for 2 young children. I do not like this flashlight mechanic. It's so good. It's excellent, but it's making me uncomfortable, as intended. A finely crafted music box stands out among all the other toys in this room. You try to open the music box, but it's held shut by some locking mechanism. You notice a small hole on the side of the music box. A stuffed bear, one of its eyes torn out. You give the teddy bear a squeeze just to be sure it's not hiding anything. Dirty wooden boards are nailed across the window, preventing any moonlight from getting in. Can we maybe get some light in here? I'd prefer that. Don't feel like removing them. Okay. Be that way. 2 twin beds sit parallel to one another. One has sheets with space themes, while the other has woodland animal embroideries. Despite how tired you feel, now is not a time for a rest. Nah, man, crowbar. That's true. Have we considered just breaking the glass with the crowbar? The posters and small identical beds indicate it's a bedroom for 2 young children. Yes, we knew that. We did know that. Small wooden dresser covered with stickers and crayon markings. Looking through that dresser, you find the odd toy among children's clothing, but nothing that looks like it'd be useful. You turn on the switch, but the lamp stays off. Once colorful posters depicting various animals and dinosaurs now appear somber and muted in this dark room. Okay, nothing we can do with those. What's this, dollhouse? Peering inside the dollhouse, you can see what looks like writing on one of the walls, but it's too small to read. The dollhouse is too big to carry around, and there's nothing inside that seems like it would be useful enough to take. I feel like I want to know what's written inside. Maybe like a magnifying glass or something like that? It's too small to read. Looking through the dresser, you find the odd toy. Nothing would be useful, though. Okay. Simple light switch. You flick the light switch up and down a few times, but nothing happens. Once colorful posters, shirt. Small desk is overflowing with crudely drawn, crayon-rendered artwork and school books on various elementary subjects. Journal entry 13. Don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. Journal entry 13. October 5th, 1987. Worst fight with my wife in a long time. Yesterday, the kids were playing in the yard where the dog was buried. Okay, spoilers, oh goodness. Today they are very sick. Wife blames me, saying I should have taken care of stuff that was growing under the tree, and that it made them sick. I know the tea will help them, so I'll make some for them to drink. Oh, goodness gracious. That's no good. Okay, out the door. So that brings us out here. Is that this particular door that we just came through? Yes. Ah, goodness. Okay, what is this in the back? The layout of this hallway. Okay, so it's just that. Through this door is a set of dusty wooden stairs that lead into the attic. Okay. Various landscape paintings decorate this drafty hallway. Closed door, closed door. All right. Ordinary ceiling lamp that's turned off. You don't see any way of turning it on. Let's go to the attic. This dark attic seems to have been forgotten in time. Dust covers every inch of the floor, and cobwebs choke the rafters overhead. So what do we have here? We've got a piano. I mean, this is a scene out of Goosebumps here. We have a pretty large trunk on the right side. We have like a grand piano dead ahead. A load of boxes, a creepy rocking chair. I mean, we're hitting all the tropes here. A bunch of mannequins. Looks to be another journal entry. Laying on the ground, and obviously the window in the back. Let's begin with the journal entry, because we know number 3. Don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. Oop. Okay. June 20th. I saw Cheryl sticking one of my pool cues in the pool today. I shouted, "Honey, that's not how you play pool," thinking some humor might hide my irritation. Turns out she had attached something to the end to fish out a necklace that had dropped in. I just wish she hadn't used one of my expensive cues for that. Okay. I wonder if that's like a hint for us to find this particular item to fish out whatever is in there. I don't know, thing that looks remarkably like a body. Okay, looking around. You get an uneasy feeling from this cluster of mannequins standing silently in darkness. Okay, nothing to do there. Various boxes are stacked here, mostly filled with old books, clothing, and otherwise useless junk. Looking through a few of these boxes reveals nothing but old clothes. You don't find anything useful. The antique wooden rocking chair is in a state of disrepair. It doesn't give you much confidence in sitting in it. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, casting dim, somber light through the room. Underserved market for nice, relaxing attics. That's true. We need some more of those in our lives, I think. Yeah, where's the ventriloquist dummy, right? And even with the piano over here, isn't there a Goosebumps that I remember a Goosebumps where there was like, it was like a kid was taking piano lessons like on his summer vacation. You know, it's always on summer vacation. And like he ends up like becoming just like a pair of hands, or he wears some gloves that are cursed or something, and becomes like he can only play piano with those gloves on for the rest of it. I don't know. Becomes like stuck in the house and he's like a pair of gloves or something. I don't know. Something like that. Somebody might know what I'm talking about. But that's 2 Goosebump stories right out of the gate. Speaking of the piano, a layer of dust coats this exquisite-looking grand piano. You know how to play the piano, but you aren't feeling particularly inspired at the moment. Check these boxes. Nothing useful. A large wooden chest sits here, but it's locked with an antique bronze padlock. No way of getting through that lock without a key. What about crowbar, though? Have you tried crowbar or hook? How about crowbar? Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, please. Just peeking. You try to pry the lock off, but it doesn't budge. So you smash them with the crowbar and it still does not yield. Okay. Next room. There's an eeriness about the pitch black playroom, once a place of merriment, as evidenced by the many toys. We're just now starting to feel eeriness. Good gravy. Cat. Shout out to the cats. You flick the light switch up and down a few times, but of course nothing happens. A rather bulky remote-controlled truck with big wheels sits motionless on the floor. Opening a small hatch on the bottom reveals that there aren't even batteries in it. Okay, well we had batteries. You take journal entry 14. Okay, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, I asked nicely. About 50 times. Okay. I won't read this now. Instead, I will try to make this here and leave. Where are we here? Suddenly you regain your composure. Perhaps you managed to lose them? Okay. I mean, hey. Look at us. Look at us. Just a couple of people just having some fun, right? Having some fun. We use the crowbar on this brain thing here. Nothing happens. Gasoline? You empty the contents of the gas can onto the object in the fireplace. That's right, it needed something to help it light. Oh, I don't love the whatever's going to happen here. The object immediately bursts into flames. After a few minutes of burning, it's reduced to a pile of ash. What is this? Something sparkles in the pile of ashes left behind in the fireplace. You take a brilliant red gemstone from the ashes in the fireplace. It's a ruby. Okay, we've got the red thing. I'll put a little star next to my word red on my notes. Okay. Red gemstone. So I guess do we maybe need to find either objects or perhaps all gems for the 4 lions outside? Brilliant red gemstone that feels warm to the touch. Okay. Should we try to go back up into that room again? I think we do, right? Yeah, batteries are not available, so that's not going anywhere. Something was drawn on the wall here with red and blue crayon. Looks like a jumbled mess. It does look like arrows. Do you see this? Up, left, up, right, right, up, left. Yeah, I'm assuming that the game timer pauses when a text box comes up. It might not be true. But I'm going to just jot these arrows down. And by the way, immediate shout out to UFO 50 folks for making this blue and red, meaning that I think everybody can see this, or at least certainly I can. I'm grateful for that. This would have been a complete mess otherwise. I'm just kind of etching this out in my notebook here. We have to take the little wins here, you know? Okay. Jumbled mess. Yeah, it's maybe, yeah, maze could be what's going on there. Hard to say. A huge stuffed bear is propped up against the wall. Its dark, beady eyes seem to be fixed on you from the shadows. Reluctantly, you approach the bear and give it a few pats to make sure it's not alive. Crayons? Crayons are scattered on the floor here. Most are worn down or broken in two. Now isn't the time to explore your artistic side. Okay. You kick the ball, and it lets out a sad sigh. Half-deflated beach ball. Dirty wooden boards are nailed across the window, preventing any moonlight from getting in. Out of the corner of your eye, you thought that you saw this wooden rocking horse move. Now it just sits motionless in the dark. They know about colorblindness mostly. Yeah, so much better these days for sure. It's not perfect, but I've been, yeah. These days, what a nice improvement. People thinking about folks like us. A gentle push jerks the rocking horse into an erratic motion that winds a rhythmic creak until eventually it stops moving. The mobile of the solar system hangs above the ceiling here. Ordinary ceiling lamp that's turned off. You don't see any way of turning it on. Yep. Large toy box sits here. It's filled and overflowing with all sorts of toys. You rummage through the toy box, but don't notice anything that looks like it would be very useful. Pile of wooden building blocks, some of which have been assembled into rudimentary structures. You place a block at the top of one of the structures and the whole thing topples over. Oh no, it's the doll! In the corner, the creepy corner. A creepy doll with black beady eyes and lifelike hair. You can feel something hard inside of it. You take the doll. Boo. Okay. And then the rest of this is just nonsense. Okay, let's head out, I guess. Yeah, you called it, Grubby. The knob doesn't turn and there's no keyhole. This door must be locked from inside. Have we tried the crowbar? Have you considered crowbar? There's not enough space between the door and its frame to pry it open. Need the gasoline back. Okay. This is a situation that we're running into here. I don't need to use the doll. I just want to look at the doll. You can feel something hard inside of it. So do we need to maybe use... You stick the rusted knife into the doll's stomach, ripping it open. Inside you find a small aluminum key amidst the stuffing. Okay. Okay. So what do we have that's locked right now, currently? There's a hole in the grandfather clock that's unexplained currently. There's a number of small... There's the jewelry box. I think there's maybe a music box that has a hole in it. The Fabergé egg or something in the dining room also suggests we can get into it, but I don't know. Anyways, we have the aluminum key. That looks like the one for... Oh, wait, did it say it's not that one? Key is not the right shape for the hole. Okay, hang on. I think it's the one up here. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. The lid of the music box snaps open and its haunting tune fills the air. Inside is a pair of red-tinted glasses. You take them. Oh. His finger suddenly appears in front of you. We knew that was coming. I was like, we can't possibly play music and not have this fellow show up. Now's not the time for that. The knife, sir. He was ready for your attack. He swats your weapon away easily with the cleaver. Oh, no. I should have just ran, probably. Okay, we're back here again, at least. So we have these red plastic lens. I assume that we need that. I mean, I would think maybe we use that for, like, to see the maze that I kind of put together. Let's go up there and check. That's in here. Stun of shades. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing we checked. So they become an item. Very good. Okay. I'm just gonna chill out in the first room for a minute. Oh, there's one room we haven't checked. And I think, unfortunately, it's time to have a look at it. And it's this one. Is there anything? Is this a thing? No. Plants. Yeah. Okay. Let's go in the really creepy room. This cozy lounge, is decorated with trophies and might be a nice place to relax under different circumstances. Oh, pool cue. We already knew we wanted the pool cue based on the note that we got. A long and sturdy cue stick for playing pool. Does that mean that maybe we can use this with the hook? Attaching the hook to the end of the pool cue seems like a good idea, but you'll need something to secure it. Yeah. You wrap a long piece of tape around the hook, leaving part of it hanging free so the hook can be taped to something else. Okay, where's my cue? You tape the hook to the end of the pool cue, creating a long, hooked pole. Okay. The man has a wide grin in this hunting photo. You're feeling particularly empathetic towards the deer at the moment. Wooden pool cue rack is stationed here. Holy moly. Wooden door features a golden lock and handle. An old-fashioned coin-operated jukebox with various vinyl records inside. Okay, we have money for it. Don't know if we want to use it, but we've got the money. The TV in this entertainment unit. I've livened up this room once upon a time, but now it just sits in cold silence. A rather expensive-looking pool table dominates the center of the room. Anything up in here? TV in this entertainment unit must have live. Okay, yeah, it's the usual stuff. Ordinary ceiling lamp that is turned off. You don't see any way of turning it on. Number 10. What do you got for me, number 10? Bum, 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 bum. September 1st. One of those landscapers showed me something unusual today. He pointed out a patch of strange tendrils that were growing up from the ground where I buried Baxter 2 weeks ago. I have no idea what they were. I noticed a pungent and familiar smell. It smelled a lot like my tea. Oh boy. Couch. You search through the couch but find nothing but lint and an old champagne cork. This sumptuous couch looks like it was once the ideal place to lounge. Do we not get, I guess, the, you don't need the cork. Cork seems like a classic adventure game thing as well. Various trophies and awards are on display on the shelf here, but the years have tarnished their luster. You poke around the trophies, but don't find anything that looks like it would be very useful. This 12-point buck trophy adds a rustic touch to the room. The stiff, coarse fur feels cold to the touch. Whatever life this once had is now long. Plant. Decorative houseplant that died some time ago. The leaves that remain clung to it are dry and brittle. Alright, we're gonna do something stupid. We're gonna use the money on the record player here, the jukebox. You insert some coins in the jukebox. As a sentimental song begins to play, a sheet of paper falls out from underneath. Hit it. Hit it, creepy guy. Yeah. We knew it was coming. You begin quaking with fear at his terrifying presence. I will say, the shaking that's happening here is from the game. Are you aware I'm going to stab you here? Now is not the time. I think it is. He was ready. Yeah, okay. We'll read it on our own time. Okay. I assume this was another journal entry, yes? Was it? Or did we leave it on the floor? We must have left it on the floor. Oh, we have to go back. Wait. Sheet music? Sheet music for a composition that you can't pronounce, but could probably play. Okay, we've got a couple of open pieces here. Let's go to spot number 1, which is going to be through the kitchen, outside. Pool cue on creepy thing in pool. You pull the object closer to you with the hooked pole. It's surprisingly heavy. As it gets closer, you realize it's a corpse. Okay. There's something shiny on it. The jacket on this bloated corpse reveals that they worked for a lawn care company. Oh no! A copper key is clipped to their belt. Your skin crawls as you reach down and remove a copper key from the corpse's belt. A rather ordinary-looking copper key attached to a keyring and a plastic keychain, but whatever was written on it has worn off. Okay, so we've got... There is a locked door that we haven't gotten to yet, I suppose. Holy moly, people. This game is great. I am really, really enjoying this. Let's go get the paper. No, we got the paper. We got the paper. You pull on the ornate gold handle, but the door remains locked. There's just a keyhole below the handle. What? Oh no. Oh no. That is going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem here. I guess we just gotta wait this thing out. Now isn't really the time for games. Oh, TV on. Turning on the TV briefly illuminates the room with a hissing static screen before the TV flashes with a pop and goes back off. Well, we can take this moment to look around the room and make sure we're not missing anything. It doesn't look like we are. You press some buttons on the jukebox, but there's no response, true to its coin-operated feature. Oh, here he is. Suddenly appears, thank you. Thank you for coming through. How are you? We don't have any money anymore. Perhaps you would like the flashlight in your face. Propose to him. I don't know. Okay, so we can't go back in that room. As far as we are aware right now. We still haven't gotten the gem off of the body, have we? That is... Also, what are we doing with the bowl? I don't like any of this. This is all bad news bears right now. Okay, I'm gonna... this also seems like a bad idea, but, I mean, we've got to play the sheet music, right? You place the sheet music on the stand. Go ahead. You begin playing the piano. But on the 16th note, a wire snaps with a twang. You reach over and pull out the wire. Okay, leave. Leave immediately. Oh no, we're still being chased. With your heart pounding in your chest, which it is, you duck behind the curtains and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. See, if it was at this speed the whole time, I would be fine. But it's not. After what feels like an eternity, you hear them turn around and leave. Despite your fear, you survived. Let's go. Let's go. That was some gaming right there. That is... Okay. It looks like it gets worse, by the way. The more that you... long steel wire. The longer, or I guess, like, the more you mess up, like, when you mess one up, the speed changes. That's, like, the big thing. So you just simply cannot mess up. All right, what do we do with the steel wire? What are we doing here? A steel wire. Like, does something like this work? Oh, hang on, I have an idea. You use the piano wire on the grandfather clock, but nothing happens. I've got an idea. if we head back over here, and unfortunately back in here, can we do something with this? Nothing happens. Can we maybe use it on this? Perhaps we need to combine this with something else. Maybe not, though. Lube this thing up a little bit. It's fused to the corpse's finger. I don't know how to get that off quite yet. This game is wild. Oh my goodness. Okay, nothing happens there. I'm going to give this a shot here, where if we head this way, we know we need to give the red gem to the second lion, according to my notes here. You insert the ruby into the lion's mouth, second lion's mouth, and it fits perfectly. Okay. Good. I'm not missing... We are missing another room. Okay. Very good. In the stillness of the night, small critters can be heard rustling through the overgrown grass of this unkept yard. So there's a basement, of course. Okay. A small wooden shed with a single door sits separately from the house. Small, dirty windows don't afford a view of the inside. A rusty old lawnmower sits half buried in the overgrown grass. Lawnmower is too heavy to carry around, and any part that might be useful is held firmly in by bolts. You try turning the knob, but as you feared, the door is locked. So that's got to be what the key is for, right? Like the gardener would probably have the key to the shed. A heavy iron padlock is keeping it locked. Its old bulkhead door is weathered, but still sturdy enough to keep you out. It does look like we've got more room out there around the corner. The lion statues are back in this direction. This way goes back to a garden. Okay. Go ahead. Let's open the door. The copper key turns the lock, and the shed's door and the creaky wooden door swings open. Yeah, I misread most of that, but you're with me. Ooh, all right. The small confines of this wooden shed feel cramped and claustrophobic. Wood dust seems to cover every surface of this tiny space. Journal entry 11. Let's see if we can get this out without perishing. 2 full rows now. September 12th. No matter how many times we get rid of the tendrils, they keep coming back. It's some sort of fungus, I'm told. A friend gave me a recipe for a treatment that's said to get rid of all manners of mold and fungi by killing it at the root. I typed it into my computer so that I wouldn't lose it. Computer, you say? All right, well, eyes peeled for a computer. This looks important. A flathead screwdriver. A plastic handle. Yeah, we'll take that. This looks like a wrench. The small confines of... Yes, we read this. Of vice. The vice operates smoothly and could be used to hold or even crush something. Do we have anything that's asking to be crushed? Not really at the moment. Keep our eyes peeled. The small confines, yes. Heavy-duty head shears, yeah, we'll take that. Be having that. What is that? Some kind of strange growth emerging from the wall. Shovel. Run-of-the-mill shovel has a sturdy, pointed tip that's encrusted with dirt and mud that dried long ago. We'll take that. Bag. The burlap sack is resting against the wall here. You can't seem to tear or otherwise open the sack with your bare hands, but what's this? You notice a slight bulge inside the sack. Knife. You slice the sack open with the knife, causing dirt to cascade onto the floor. There's something shiny in the dirt. You take the bronze key. Reluctantly, you poke the growth, and it releases a cloud of dust. You begin choking and feeling slightly dizzy. Knife. Poke it. I would give it a real poke. Use the knife, but nothing happens. Nothing. Head shears. I feel like I want to do something to this growth. Right? Like it kind of is asking to be poked and prodded a little bit. No reason to dig there. Okay, obviously need to dig with that. No surprise. Screwdriver. All right, if we need anything to be crushed, we now know what to go with here. This key is very interesting. Bronze key, somewhat ornamental in appearance compared to more modern designs. I guess it could also be the key to the whatchamacallit, the door that locks behind us, the lounge. That's the name of the room. The lounge. The side area of the house is comparatively smaller than the backyard and looks like it was once used as a flower garden. This must be Baxter, huh? The ground here is bare in contrast to the thick grass that covers the rest of the lawn. The cherry tree looks like it hasn't been tended to in a long time. The few fruits growing on it look mealy and rotten. A thick overgrowth of vines covers the glass walls of the sunroom from the inside, obscuring your view into the interior. Okay. What is this? Something large and wrapped in cloth is hanging from the balcony above? What? Goodness gracious. The garden hasn't been maintained in a while, and the shrubbery has reverted to a more wild and chaotic state. There is another way over here. The backyard is back in this direction. Is this back to the main bit? Okay, that's how we got this way, I see. We're kind of going backwards a little bit. What's this? Goes to the front of the house. Okay. You pick a cherry from the tree and notice that it's completely covered in mold. You quickly discard it. Dirt's packed tightly here, and you can't seem to break the ground with your bare hands. Let's dig up the grave. Come on, friends, here we go. The shovel pierces the ground with ease. Not long after you start digging, you feel a shovel hit something. Oh, punch in as well. Inside the hole are the skeletal remains of what appears to be an animal of some sort. Pour one out for Baxter. We got a thing over here. Is this a worn leather collar inscribed with Baxter? Steel key is attached to the collar. You take the key. Okay, we've got another key now. Neither dirt nor animal bones will probably be much use to you right now. What is this going on over here? Some ants are fighting over a small patch of dirt. You let a few ants crawl on your hand before brushing them off. Can we dig further? Ants disperse briefly while you continue, before continuing their little battle. I feel like we just want more of whatever's going on here, right? What's interesting is we have the... I don't know. We'll have to remember that. Can we... Let's finish exploring out. Do we go in here? I guess we are. Plants that once decorated this sunroom have grown to cover almost every interior surface. The aroma of vegetation is overwhelming. Was this the way we came in? One thing I forgot to do is mess with whatever the heck this is. Don't love it, we gotta do it. The object hangs high overhead, but out of reach. That's what this is for, right? The pole? You tug on the hanging bundle with the hooked pole, but just as it starts swinging... wait. But it just starts swinging. The rope that it's hanging from is tied very strongly. Okay. Crowbar, just for good measure. No. Okay. Wanted to make sure we addressed that. Through the glass door, you can see the garden. There's a large metal container of some sort here, but it's completely covered in vines. Metal patio chair sits near this small table, excuse me, which features a glass surface that's cracked in two. An empty porcelain teacup sits on the table. A thin layer of mold lines the inside of it. Pick up the teacup to ponder it for a moment before setting it back down. Journal entry 9. August 17th. Baxter did not make it through the night. I just finished burying him under the cherry tree in his favorite spot to sleep. Charlie and Becky are beside themselves with sadness. Yeah, I bet that is a sad twist. You try to open the container, but the vines wrapped around it or keep it tightly bound. What is this? Glass lamp hangs from a metal chain. Many of the pieces are cracked or have fallen off. Lamp is out of reach and there's no sign of any way to turn it on or off. We can probably use the shears here, right? You use the head shears to cut away the vines that have grown over the metal box. Once removed, the box opens easily. You take the rusty hacksaw. Inside of the container is nearly full of wood that has been split, presumably for use in the fireplace. There's nothing else to take. Although very rusty, this hacksaw's blade is still very sharp to the touch. A hacksaw, you say? Okay. Do we need to do this over this? Through the thick canvas of vines covering the wall, you can see hints of a sliding glass door. Does this go back into the, like the living room area? You diligently clip away the vines until none remain, revealing a sliding glass door that was hiding behind it. Yes. Okay, so we've got kind of a situation now. I don't love all these handprints on there. This game is wild. It's very good. It's very good. Is there anything special with these? No. Should we maybe clip these? Try to, you know. Front of the house. The large, imposing house stands before you, almost defiantly. You'd love nothing more than to leave its vicinity. Tall ivy-covered walls and a large iron gate stand between you and the dark woods beyond. On the plaque, there's an engraving of a two-headed eagle, beneath which is a small hexagonal opening. There seems to be some sort of latch inside the hexagonal opening of this plaque, but you can't seem to manipulate it. Hexagon, I don't know if we've got the right equipment to handle that. Like, this is a flathead screwdriver. The statue of a woman holding a bowl above her shoulder appears to be a fountain that is no longer in working order. The stone statue is cold to the touch, and the surface is rough from years of exposure. Full moon breaks through the clouds to shine its cold silver light on the still night. The garage sits to the left of the house. Garage door is closed. Garage door is much too heavy for you to lift on your own. Yeah, well, we know how to get into there. You pull on the boards with all your might, but none come loose. Perhaps there's a better way of doing this. Okay, is this crowbar time? Mighty Morphin Crowbar Rangers. You jam the flat end of the crowbar behind a board and pop it off easily. The rest of them soon follow. Okay, so this brings us into the main portion of the house. Okay. Steel key. And we've also got that brass or bronze key. Yeah. Okay. Video games, am I right? I'm just trying to think of what we might need to do. We still need to get that stuff out of the sink and off of the corpse in the bathroom. There's like 2 open items in there. If we head up, we'll try one of the keys in this door. A Divismo. This is a game called Night Manor, which is one of the 50 games in UFO 50. There isn't any keyhole on the door, but it does appear to be locked from within. Okay. There must be something holding it tightly shut from the other side. Yeah, it's called Night Manor. What are you listening to here? A statue of a woman holding a bowl above her shoulder. We have a bowl. Would you like a bowl? This is sort of the more this is the most confounding item, I suppose. You try pulling on the iron gate, but as you feared, it does not budge. Alright. Have we checked the... What's even locked anymore? Is there anything locked in here? The keys to the car. Could be the key. It could be the car. The key unlocks the car door and you open it. Car door is opening. Beckoning you inside. Okay, beckon away. Until you can get that garage door open, there's no point in trying to start the car. Okay. Too heavy on the own. Nothing happens. Might be able to fix this with the right tools and equipment. Can you give me some more information? The motor is broken. I mean, I don't have a motor, but I do have head shears. I interest you in head shears. Let's try the screwdriver. That's a classic thing. The garage door mechanism is held together by bolts. The screwdriver doesn't seem to be the right tool for the job. Held together by bolts. So what, we need like a drill? We're talking about a drill situation here. Picking through the trash, you find only junk and ouch, you've cut yourself on a piece of rusty scrap metal. Oil-soaked rags, scrap metal, and broken appliances fill the plastic trash bin. Oh, the wrench! I forgot who even had the wrench. Good call. You're able to open the garage door mechanism using the wrench. To discover it needs a new motor. Okay, so kind of what we suspected, I guess. Okay, so we do not have a wrench. We have a wrench. That's right, spanner. Take your pick. Let me just stand outside here, because for some reason I feel safer sitting outside than I do inside the manor. Where do we get a motor? Okay, I've got another thing we can work on here. Let's head around the corner here. We've got this lock here. Oops. Oop, I just did a big old circle. I don't want to do that. I'm guessing this does not go here, but we should try, right? Key is minuscule in comparison to the rusty iron padlock. It is nothing to turn the lock. Okay, we already know that it's not this one, but just for due diligence. Yeah. So we need a big key. Any part that might be useful is held firmly on by bolts. Hang on, there could be a motor in there. There could be a motor in here. Using the wrench and a little elbow grease, you work the rusty bolts off and manage to pull the motor out. Okay. Okay, we're taking the long, scary way around for some reason. I don't know why I decided to do this, but that's fine. Motor on this. Using your wrench, you remove the broken motor from the garage door mechanism and install the one from the lawnmower. Okay. Boop. Garage door opens loudly. The masked figure suddenly appears in front of you. You begin quaking with fear. Hacksaw. He seems not interested. I'm not asking for you to be interested. He was ready for your attack. Swats it away easily. Oh my goodness. Oh, this game is crazy. This game is crazy. I'm trying to think here. What's the story with this trapdoor? Is this how we get out of the room upstairs? Like, if we go in here. Like, is there something in the ground? No, I guess not. Alright, well, let's test the key theory here. The key does not fit into the door's fancy gold lock. Okay. Okay, well, that was a problem then. Hook on the trapdoor. Oh, good idea. Yeah, we should do that. Unfortunately, we are locked in here until we perish. That's a good idea, Goose of Time, and welcome in. You use the hooked pole on the ceiling trapdoor, but nothing happens. Okay, that was a good idea. It was a good idea. I have a couple more ideas here. We obviously need to go... I mean, we should take the car out for a drive. Maybe we can drive through the gate or something. I feel like we need to do something here, but I'm going to try this hacksaw on this and see if we can do anything. Nothing happens. Okay. How about the shears? No, I mean, this seems like a pretty strong lock, but... Have we gone through these? Yeah. there anything we need to smash? Did we get something new to smash? Or to hold? Not really. Because I'm guessing that this room ends up going into that space that we can't get into. Like where all the tentacles are. Like, or I say tentacles, I mean, like the mushrooms and stuff. Because there's basically 2 rooms that we've been unable to enter. I also have a feeling that there's more to do here. Like these ants. The ants actually might not be anything. Alright. Oop, I'm going the wrong way again. You thrust the car key into the ignition, turn it quickly, and the car starts up. This might be your only chance of getting out of here alive. Do you take it? Let's do it. The tires squeal as you hurtle down the driveway, smashing through the gate. Against all odds, you escaped. The end. You had 9 bad dreams while you were trapped in Night Manor. Okay, that's the end. So I know that there's multiple endings. I have to imagine that we didn't get the best of them because obviously there was more to be explored. But we at least completed the first playthrough, and I'm pretty happy about that. Shout out Greg Milk. This game is super cool. I have to think, like, is there anything else that we haven't used yet? Because we need to get the 4 gems. I'm going to call them gems, I guess, until they're not. We got the red one. Will the masked figure pop out from the back seat? Oh. Maybe. Caught the end. I think I'm going to fire it back up again. I've got, well, conscious of times. I'll probably place a little bit more of this because I think that there's more to be done here. I think there's more game. I wonder if this is the bad ending, maybe? I don't know if it's a bad ending. Oh, nice! You called it. Nice one, Devismo. So can we just jump right back into it again? Okay, we can. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so we got one of the endings. Yeah, the the ominous look in the back for sure. Okay. Okay. So here we go. What's in this door again? Bedroom. This is the guest bedroom. Okay, this is something that we didn't have. The locked jewelry box. I forgot all about this. Let's check this. That sounds like a job for this little key here, right? Key is too large to fit into the jewelry box. Tiny silver keyhole. Okay, and we definitely don't have that key. Okay, so where the heck does this gold key go? hello. Just ignore me. Suddenly you regain your composure. Perhaps you managed to lose them? Let's hope so. Let's hope. Okay. So where does this gold key work? It's not here. There's nothing locked in here, I don't think. Oh, the grandfather clock. Okay. The key is not the right shape for the hole in the brass face of the grandfather clock. So that's brass. Bronze. Okay, so that's I guess the way you keep all of these straight. So we need to find something for a bronze key. We'll be looking for, I guess, a massive key. For the one outside. And then we're still in the hunt for silver key for guest bedroom. Let's see if maybe we can try using it on this again. Can't even find a keyhole on this china cabinet, but sure enough, it's locked tight. Can we do like crowbar, just like smash this sucker? Oh, we can. The glass shatters easily. Well, that's one way to open it. Carefully, you take the ornamental egg from the destroyed china cabinet. Oh, I don't have time for you, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh, we can't hide? Oh, he rips... I didn't notice that he rips the curtains off. We're stuck now. With your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind the large bear and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think there was actually a speedrun of this at GDQ, or AGDQ, this past one. Oh, crap. It just takes one, and then the speed changes. The game has layers. Yeah, for real. For real. Okay, let's take a look at this now that we've got a second. An intricately crafted ornamental egg. Giving it a shake reveals a rattle inside. The egg itself seems to be completely sealed. Can we saw it? Ooh, maybe we can crush it. Let's crush the egg. Fast way to go is probably this way. That is out and around the corner. We're also looking for a hexagonal egg as well. Or egg key. Brain is struggling today. You place the egg in the vise and tighten it. The egg bulges with pressure before exploding. A gold key falls out. Okay, so gold key is for the upstairs room. Gold plated key is nice enough to be a piece of jewelry, but perhaps has a more practical use. I believe he says the lock is... we say the lock is gold. When we're up there. Oh, before we get there, I guess, just in case, we should make sure we're doing our due diligence. Also, we need to take that balcony down. At some point. Yeah, the key is too small. Okay. This is still odd. Hacksaw. I think we have to go up to the top of the place first. All right. Up to the scary room here. Let's try just using the gold key. You unlock the door with the gold key. Okay, so we can leave the room now. Oh, wait, what? There was another room. Judging by the size of this spacious room and the furniture within, this must be none other than the master bedroom. Hacksaw on the corpse hand. Ooh, yeah, let's pin that one in there. That's a good idea as well. All right, let's start with this. Journal entry, what have you. Double digits. 12. This weekend, I randomly started breaking out in hives. There are itchy bumps all over my arms and face. I put some allergy cream on my skin, and it seems to have helped a little. Okay, that guy is struggling for sure. Your skin looks pallid and mottled. The dark reflection in the mirror. For a moment, you thought you were looking at a corpse. An expensive-looking cologne is the only item that sits on top of this expansive dresser. Take it. You pick up the bottle of cologne and take a whiff, recoiling at its overbearing scent. Yuck! Set it back on the dresser. Looking through the drawers, you find clothing, underwear, and other private but otherwise unremarkable items. Large antique wooden dresser spans nearly half the length of the bedroom. It's the door to the second floor's hallway. Let's do that. Unblock. A decorative houseplant that died some time ago. The leaves that remain clung onto it are dry and brittle, as per usual. Nothing in there. Unassuming wooden door. It's closed. Oh, geez. There are various books, knickknacks, and statuettes on the shelf, none of which appear to be particularly useful. Nothing of value. Through a glass door, you can see a small walk-in closet lined with clothing and dozens of shoes. Terrifying. Your heart leaps to your throat as you realize there's someone under the covers. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There are drawers in the nightstand. Inside the drawer, you find a worn journal with most of the pages torn out of it. A loose page falls out, and you take it. Been in this room a while, so I feel like this guy's gonna pop up soon. They did not make it. ... October 3rd, 19-87. That was what number? 15. Not very happy with the situation that we're in right now. Alarm clock that isn't ticking. You wind up the clock, but nothing happens. Simple table lamp sits on the nightstand. The bulb inside is blackened and burnt out. You turn on the switch, but the lamp stays off. Okay, there's a large landscape painting here. It's hanging slightly crooked. Oh boy. You take the painting off the wall and notice a safe in the wall behind it. What was it, 1980? The safe is locked tight. You spin the lock, but without knowing the combination, it's not going to open. My only thought is we just took this out and it says 1987, right? Can I change verbs here? I can. What's out here? A chill runs down your spine as a cool night breeze sweeps over you on this balcony. Over the metal railing, you see a garden below. I didn't actually mean to go out here. There's a lot of items. I gotta check this. I'm not happy about it, but we gotta check it. Fearing the worst, you yank back the covers and relieved to find that it's only a mannequin. Despite how comfortable the bed looks, now is not time for a nap. You find yourself wishing you could talk to the mannequin that lies silently in the bed. King-size bed with a finely crafted wooden headboard. The dust on the ceiling fan gives an impression that it hasn't moved for a while. Okay, so we need to get What's this? This is the walk-in closet. Through a class door, you can see a small walk-in closet lined with clothing and dozens of shoes. Okay, let's go outside. A mannequin corpse. You flip a latch, and the trap door springs open. The ladder drops down through it. Ooh. This plant seems to be doing well for itself, if only by virtue of being outside. Rope is tied tightly around the railing here. Something heavy is hanging from the other end. Yeah, we know. We know. The inside of this standing metal ashtray is coated with ash. Despite your efforts, best efforts, something happens. You take the cigar butt. An expensive-looking cigar that's been partially smoked. Its tobacco is still fresh enough to emit a sweet fragrance. Sturdy folding seat, maybe made from bamboo. Okay. Can I pick up this certainly cursed journal entry number 16? It always scream ming noise noose noise keep it in room with door lock to stop me from here it now it not feel well too I make tea for it must drink tea. Oh boy. Oh dear. Okay. Let's deal with this thing hanging. Hacksaw is an option. I'm going to start with garden shears. Try cutting the rope, but no, it's too thick. Sharp knife. Too thick. You cut the rope with the hacksaw and hear the thud of something hitting the ground below. So what is, in fact, down here? Is this... Okay. Okay. Cool. Was not ready. I was not ready for that. Oh, that got me good. That got me real good. Oh, with your heart pounding, I'm never going to fall asleep tonight. You duck behind a large bush and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Oh my goodness. It started going faster later on. I wonder if that just kind of happens as you kind of avoid this guy. Hacksaw in the hand. I like the idea. Yeah, you saw through the corpse's dry, leathery flesh with a sickening grate. Eventually, the finger comes off, bearing the ring with it. The hexagonal face of this large ring is flat and extruded, with a relief of a two-headed eagle clasping a snake in its talons. Yes, it goes to the front. We still need to get this thing out of here. I don't know how. We use this, maybe the screwdriver? I mean, this shouldn't work. Put you right back in the room. Yeah, it's kind of a... I mean, like, I guess this is the game, right? A little bit. The bundle that once hung from the balcony now lays on the ground. It's wrapped in thick cloth and bound tightly with rope. Can't rip the cloth open with your bare hands, and the rope is tied too tightly to undo. Morbidly, you wonder what's inside. I mean, I guess hacksaw? Hacksaw isn't doing much to cut the bundle open. Perhaps there's a better way of doing this. We've got a couple options here. We got the knife. Using the trusty knife, you slice through the cloth, ripping the bundle open. Inside is a corpse, clasping tightly onto something. The corpse is badly decomposed, nearly mummified state. Through its rotted fingers, you see a gleaming yellow stone. Pry open the corpse's rotten, brittle fingers and take the gleaming yellow stone it was holding. Okay, so yellow we got. Okay, 2 more to go. 2 more to go, people. We need something green and something white. Yellow is this one. That's 2, halfway. Okay, let's use the key here on the spot. You push the ring into the opening and something clicks. The water quickly drains from the fountain. Among the wet leaves at the bottom, now empty basin, something green sparkles in the moonlight. You take the shiny green object out of the drained basin. You're surprised to see it's an emerald. Okay, green done. Okay, we just need the white gem then. And that's got to be... Well, I think I've got an idea where that is. There's only a couple spots we haven't checked yet, so... Yeah. So green is the first one. We also need that combination. What is the easiest way to do this? Probably this. Yes. Okay, so there's 2 doors here that we haven't tried. This one and this one. Let's go try number 1. Oh, what is this? This quiet room is lined with bookshelves and the stale odor of old books. It seems like an ideal place to get some work done. All right, let's get this out of the way. Journal entry 6. All right, August 11th. Cheryl and I got into an argument over the kids' drawing on the walls in the playroom. She thinks that they're just expressing their creativity. But who will have to repaint the walls? Me. And it was me that Becky came crying to because Charlie had scribbled over something important that she wrote on the wall. Aren't kids great? Okay, so we've already kind of cracked that nut for now. Let me get my inventory set up here. Okay, there are various volumes on the bookcase, most of which seem to be encyclopedias, books on clothing design and world history. This book that's sticking out slightly, it's called Tales from Soldat. You guess it's science fiction. Yeah, it's obviously a very different color, right? You pull the book and hear a metal sound. The bookcase slides away partially to reveal a hidden passage. Oh boy. It looks like the very comfortable chair to sit and read a book in. You don't find anything in, under, or around the chair. It's a portrait painting of a distinguished-looking person that you do not recognize. A globe of the world sits on top of a small table here. You spin the globe and it rotates smoothly. A small green glass vial of liquid with a very pungent but pleasant aroma. The label reads, tea tree oil. You take the oil. Cabinet under the small end table. Inside the cabinet, you find a stack of old computer games by LX Systems. They seem fun, but now is not the time for games. What is this? A powerful magnifying glass lens set in an antique pewter handle. Okay, I wonder if we can use this magnifying glass in the dollhouse. In the dollhouse, maybe the only thing I can think of that would be like that would be helpful would be the combination to the lock, perhaps, or it's not the lock, but the safe. I just also noticed there's a computer in this room, and there was something written in the computer that we really, really needed to get. I remember. Okay, magnifying glass got. This is a shelving unit full of papers, books, and some decorative elements. There are many sketches for clothing designs. A finely crafted model of a ship in a bottle. HMS Endeavour engraved on the side. Bottle is sealed and does not look like it's using anything inside a little bit. There's anything inside of much use anyway. All right, there's a state-of-the-art home computer on the desk here. Something like this must have cost thousands of dollars. You look through the drawers of the desk, but strangely enough, they're completely empty, save for a few dead bugs. I mean, you use the light? No. You turn on the computer to a series of beeps. On the black screen, there is a glowing text requesting a login password. Okay, I don't have a password. Try typing in various things into the computer, but none of them seem to be a password. Okay. Into the secret passageway. Apart from some blood and broken glass, this bathroom looks clean and untouched compared to the rest of the house. I hate this. I hate this. There's an X scratched in the surface of this large vanity mirror. Sink built into the countertop, which features drawers and a cabinet below. You open up the cabinets to find various toiletries and bathroom cleaners. A bottle of peroxide catches your eye, so you take it. Right, peroxide, huh? There are shards of broken glass on the floor that we cannot pick up. The towel is completely overgrown with mold. You wouldn't dream of touching this towel. Apart from some blood and some broken glass, this bathroom, right, yeah. Me when I see peroxide. Oh. I mean, I'm trying to think of what we can use peroxide on. There's still secrets that we do not know yet. The boards are remarkably secure and it doesn't seem worth the while to remove them. Slimy black sludge clings to the inside of the otherwise ordinary toilet. The roll of toilet paper is strangely the most pristine thing in the room, despite it being foolishly put on backwards. Oh boy. Argument incoming. The glass door. This walk-in shower is broken. And a dried bloody handprint is smeared on its surface. You feel filthy, but the idea of showering here does not appeal to you. Oh my goodness! Mass figure appears. Well, hello, sir. Listen. Here we are. Back at square one again. Okay, so what did we walk out of here with? I've got no idea what to do with this cigar. That is pretty interesting that we have it. What is this? This is the oil? Tea tree oil. All right. Let's go ahead. There's still, again, a few things that we haven't explored still, which is insane. This is not the right room. Actually, we need to go into this creepy room. Holding up the magnifying glass, you're able to read the tiny print on the dollhouse. Lancelot. You make a note. That must be the password. I take it. Why do I keep going into this room? Did you see that? There was a guy. There's a guy looking through the corner there. It was like right there. That gave me legit chills. I don't like that at all. I mean, it's cool, but like, holy moly. There's so many cool little details in this game. How do I get to the place that I want to go? I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go back to... I just heard a door shut. Oh my goodness. This game is wild. How are we still playing this? And I'm still getting pretty scared by this. Okay, we're back again. Let's try using this thing in the computer now. Use password on computer. You type Lancelot into the computer and words login successful appear on the screen. Okay. Old Mac. Type of situation going on. You managed to access the computer with the password. You're familiar with its interface because of a computer class you once took. Okay. System. Trash. You click on the trash, revealing the file that was inside of it. Fungicide. Sans E. Mix peroxide, tea tree oil, and tobacco leaf. Pour over any fungus to kill it. You make a note of this. Okay. Yeah, that's very helpful. Let's continue looking down here again. Is there anything else in this room that is worth looking at or oh, toilet flushes loudly. Good job, mate. Yeah. As soon as I flushed the toilet, I was like, okay. That was a silly move on my part. Make crowbar for you. And why is it dill? I love a good pickle. Don't love being in a pickle, but I do like a good old dill pickle. It's a better way of mixing these ingredients. Because it's this and this. So we need to... Oh, you know what? It's the bowl, right? I'm wondering what we needed to do with the bowl. I have to do it in that order, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I have to use the ingredient first on the bowl, not the other way around. Okay, so that's fungicide now. So can we just use it on the door? No. Interesting. Okay, so what are we doing now? I mean, does it go in here? Weren't we talking about how this was... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in the... not this way. But there was that thing that was in the shed. This seems to be prudent. Use the fungicide, but nothing happens? We just eat it? You're not that hungry. I don't know what to do with this thing. I feel like I need to interact with it somehow. That's peculiar. I don't really know why that wouldn't work. I mean, there's mushrooms all around the house, right? But, like, in terms of, like, overwhelming pour peroxide on it type of thing, I don't know if we've got one that fits the bill quite yet. Like, you know, that kind of screams. Keep your eye right here, by the way, because I've seen on that last occasion a face there. It's pretty terrifying. Anyways. Or don't. If you don't want to be terrified, don't look there. Alright, so we haven't been in here yet. Isn't there a walk-in closet? Through a glass, you can see a small walk-in closet. Search through the closet, but don't find anything particularly useful. Oh, okay. Watch the clip, there was no face. Oh, that's even creepier. Maybe it was the lightning or something like that. It was like a lightning effect. So is this... This is the... Okay, so this is the door that we're looking for. Alright, so we need to get, I guess, into the safe. The safe must be where everything comes down to, right? We don't have... We haven't gotten in the grandfather clock either. Have we used this key yet? The bronze key. Hang on, I think there's one... Did we open the thing in the attic? Not that I want to go back to the attic, but maybe it goes into this. Bronze key fits perfectly into the lock and opens it. Inside the chest is a large crossbow. What? Rather heavy-duty hunting crossbow. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't like looking for a crossbow. But it's kind of nice to have. I guess we use it on the guy if he shows up. Take care of business there. Hello. Okay, we get to try it. You'd love to shoot them with a crossbow, but there's no bolt loaded into it. Okay, old-fashioned crowbar. Crowbar to the face. Okay, well that would have been a good detail to be aware of. So what the heck? I mean, we don't have a bolt. Okay. Water everywhere. Not a drop to drink. Where the hell? What are we even? Insignia. We gotta get in this room. Somehow, some way. Crossbow. What the heck do you do with a crossbow in this game? It looks like it's like loaded because like the string is back on this thing. I mean, forgive my terminology. I'm sure it has a better term than string. The bow has been pulled back. But I mean, this has to be part of it as well. This antique grandfather clock, there's a small hole in the face. Is there anything that would work as... Can we just use this? The screwdriver? Nothing happens. Wire. was a face for sure. Thought so. I mean, like, this, I'm in a state at this point with this game where I'm like, I'm just freaking out. So I could be just making things up. Yeah, interesting. All right. I'm looking at the clock now. I should probably call it here, as much as I want to continue playing this. But I think we'll probably continue this playthrough. Obviously, we have beaten it, like, on the sort of bad, the bad ending. We've escaped, I guess. But there's obviously more to this puzzle here. But yeah, I'm gonna just save. I think this auto saves. I hope it's auto saves. So let me just double check. Yeah, 84%. Let me just double check before we start where we were before. Yeah, continue. Do we have everything, including the crossbow? We do. Okay, cool. Wild video game. Really, really like it. Hopefully everybody had a good time watching that one. Holy moly. Now that I'm, like, wide awake, time for me to go to bed.